It's a new week, it's a new month, and it's a new day to talk about small college sports from around the Midwest. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams here on Midwest Sports Now, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Look, we talk small college sports here, NAIA, Division III, Division II, and a whole lot more. And I just encourage you, please do like and share these videos, and please consider subscribing to the channel, Midwest Sports Net. Thankful for everyone watching the live stream tonight. We appreciate that. It is a good night for college sports, and let's just go ahead and get right to it. Some scores from around the Midwest tonight. In women's basketball, it was Friends getting a season opening win over Central Christian from Kansas, 67-58 for the Falcons in the win. In Bellevue, the women, well, they're going to even up their season record at 2-2 tonight, 68-55 over St. Mary from Nebraska. Bellevue, the Bruins with the win there. To men's basketball, it's USAO now at 3-0 on the season, 83-80, coming away with a home victory over Evangel tonight. So the Drovers now 3-0 on the season. Benedictine over Avila tonight, 94-75, the final score there. And also Southwestern Christian doing what the Southwestern Christian women's basketball team did, crossing that 100-point mark in the season opener. Southwestern Christian, the Eagles, with a 120-82 victory, over Bacone. That is tonight. Now, we're going to do Primetime 5 tonight, and just a regular Monday night Primetime 5. I want to talk about that, but we don't have the graphics. So I'm sorry, we're going to do it without graphics, but we'll do it nonetheless. Let's talk about some things that do warrant attention. Our Primetime 5, again, is regarding the NAIA weekend of football. Grandview tonight. Talk about them. Grandview with the big win, 70 points in the victory, and it was a 7 rushing touchdown day for the Vikings. Devon Presley with 3 rushing touchdowns, Trey Coleman with 2 rushing touchdowns, Brady Bransfield with 2 rushing touchdowns for Grandfield. They get the 70-point win. Kansas Wesleyan getting back on the winning side of things. Christopher Fluker, 34 rushes, 155 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the Coyotes. Bethel moves to 6-0, and for the first time in 3 weeks was held to less than 78 points. I know. Finally, a shutout, though. The defense gets involved there. 9 sacks for what was posted as on social media, the Monsters Under the Bed. That defense for the Threshers getting the shutout in week 6. 6-0 the record now for Bethel. And Avila, John Jacobs just continues to do his job as the quarterback leading the way for the Eagles, 226 yards passing for 4 touchdowns for Avila in the win. Now let's get to the Primetime 5. Again, I don't have the graphics tonight. We'll just go ahead and push on through. Evangel, 2-4 on the season, getting a big win over Missouri Valley, 47-33 in the victory. And Evangel scored the final 21 points coming from behind in the fourth quarter, trailing 33-26. And Evangel scores those 21 points. Dylan Decker, 15 of 24 passing, 219 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. 2 of them, of those 3 touchdowns that Crusaders scored in the final quarter to come back for the win. Evangel and Dylan Decker in that number 5 spot in our Primetime 5 tonight. In the number 4 spot, well, Morningside just continues to roll. I don't know if we can have a Primetime 5 without something from Morningside in this 35th consecutive win as the Mustangs go to 6-0, but it didn't come easily. Morningside holding on for a victory over Dordt. And we've talked about the defenders here before. Noah Clayberg and the Dordt team just really doing well this season. Not enough for Morningside. Almost, though. Almost. It was the defense that stepped it up for Morningside, getting some big stops in the fourth quarter, holding Dordt out of the end zone, including Tyler Wingard with an interception in the end zone in the final minute to seal the victory for the Mustangs. Wingard, by the way, has been tabbed as the NAIA National Defensive Player of the Week. He didn't just have that interception, he had 13 tackles as well for Morningside. And it was an afternoon where AP Ponder came away with 165 yards. So a decent day for the offense. They score 35 points to Dordt's 30, and the Mustangs remain undefeated now, having won 35 consecutive games. At 35, I guess a big number for Morningside. this weekend. In our number 3 spot in the primetime 5, it's Benedictine with Rayshon Mills, 225 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Benedictine with a 43-14 victory over Mid-America Nazarene. To the number 2 spot, Ottawa with a win. The Braves coming away with a 35-17 victory over St. Mary. And Derek Curtis, a big afternoon, 13 carries, 218 yards, 3 touchdown rushes on the day for Curtis and for Ottawa. And the number 1 spot in our primetime 5 for NAIA football following this weekend's game, well, it goes to Northwestern. And why not again? It's Kuima, it's Solberg, and these guys are continuing to just connect and score and light things up there for the Red Raiders as Kuima was 21 of 30 passing, 415 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. He leads the NAIA in passing yards per game. He leads the NAIA in total offense, and he has to find someone. Well, his primary target, his favorite target this year has been Shane Solberg. 6 receptions on the weekend, 218 yards and 2 touchdowns too. And why not? Solberg is leading the NAIA in receiving yards per game as well. So a big day for Northwestern, 43-14 the win over Midland. And the Red Raiders continue to roll after that season opening loss against Morningside. They just have not looked back since then. And this could be a precursor of what we may see in the postseason. Of course, the postseason is going to be once the calendar turns. We'll continue to talk about that a lot more as we go on. NAIA sports continue. We look also this week to talk a little Division II football, as some more of that has been going on. Chadron State getting another big victory over South Dakota Mines this weekend. We'll talk about Chadron State and Nebraska Kearney, and that will happen a little bit later on this week. In the meantime, this has been Midwest Sports Now. So please get out and vote tomorrow. Don't forget about that. That is something that is a privilege to get to do in the great country in which we live. So we have that opportunity. Please do that. And please be back here as we will continue with Midwest Sports Now. And consider subscribing to the channel, Midwest Sports Now. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. God bless you. Have a great night.